Welcome to another episode of the GNPS. It's your boy, General Geniela, coming at you with another dope. Did I say dope? Dope. Yeah, dope episode. Sitting across me is my next guest. He goes by the name of Skhindi.
That's what's up. Yo, what's up?
What's up, bro?
The rapping taxi driver, I'm in the building.
Oh, shit.
I'm in the building.
Oh, shit. Where the horns at?
Showcase. Where the hoots is at.
Let me get you right. You said, taxi driver reply.
Yeah, rapping taxi driver, Skhindi.
Oh, my God.
Adam Montclair.
How do you do that, dog?
It ain't easy, that's for sure. Yeah, well.
Yeah.
But over the years, I found a way to balance that shit. So soon, just man.
Yeah.
Used to be tough in the beginning when I didn't know how to set my times or my routines. But now, I got used to not sleeping more than 4 hours.
So wait, when does the rapping take place? Because I'm sure, obviously, the driving takes place during the day. Yeah.
And then a rank. Because like when you're at the rank, you don't always drive. Yeah, well, you have like 3 hours of sleep. Sleep time, yeah, all over. So that's my beat time.
Okay, wait. That's it's like this is silly icing.
Hey,
but because I like to, flip the cake around, spinning a icing. So yeah, now you know how the icing tastes like. Skhindi didn't just show up a rank and started rapping.
Yeah.
So where are you from, bro? Where did you grow up? And how was life growing?
Yeah, I'm super Durban, bro. So like I think I've stayed in like 12 different places at Tegwin.
Yeah,
but kule Greenwood Park, Kwamashu, Shamoy. Kasi crossing, so it's the first stop. Yeah, kule ngidlala ibhola lapha crossing, then I moved to Greenwood Park. Stayed no brain or and that's where I got my colored trip from.
That's why you got the canines all iced up.
Showcase. It's for the lighting. But yeah.
Well, you're just missing the throbers though.
Yeah, the throbers. In time, force fake shit. You don't want to rock the fake stuff, so you gotta wait for it. Yeah, but I've been all over town, bro. Like Durban, all over. I'm super Durban. That's my shit, even on tracks. Super Durban is keen. I know every place here. I think that's why I got into the taxi stuff easy too. So just moving around in short spaces.
And schooling?
Schooling. Nga funde DHS. I had a scholarship there.
Okay.
So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was a sports lighty growing up.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Look at how shit changes.
So you had a scholarship for Ipol and
I had a scholarship for rugby actually.
Oh,
firstly, and then I went on to play ball as well. So
what position did you play?
Wait, in rugby or soccer?
Rugby.
Fullback.
You're lying, dog.
I was a fullback.
And so did you get any colors while you were at school?
I got injured in grade 10 for rugby. Then I carried on with the ball. I got like a whole eye in shandy.
You dislocated your shoulder?
Yeah, I dislocated my shoulder too many times, like 4 or 5 times.
Shit.
4 or 5 times in my sleep, when I'm sleeping, it popped out. So then they just went, put some ice in there, so it's easier. Yeah.
Okay. So and then you
you
and I.
I don't watch it. I haven't watched it since I stopped playing it. Like since grade 11, I ain't watched the full rugby game.
Yo.
Yeah,
So you were just basically ejected like that.
Yeah, I can't even train properly, man. Till this day, like I can't. When I was getting into soccer strong, my team, like I couldn't go a whole week of hard training. Yeah, well, it gets painful.
The injury.
Yeah, it gets painful, like my neck and all that stuff. So like, sports, I'm done with you in my shield.
Shit, bro. Oh. I can imagine.
Yeah, but it's cool. It's cool. I still keep my tabs on soccer. I'm big on soccer, so.
Okay, so you were a soccer fan.
Yeah, I'm a soccer junkie.
So Are you one of those guys who says, "Oh no, boogie Premiership, or boogie PSL kuphela?"
Yeah. Ngibuka orkandi kuphela. Isulsa phesheya.
But why yini that? Why abantu benza into efana nale? Like, I mean, ileague yethu igrand. I mean,
for sure
it can do better, but
I feel like if I'd love to be close to ileague yalana, where once I'm close to it, super blow up Queen music and come back to the soccer and help back with the leagues. That I'd like to do face to face with ileague yalana. But like in terms of the standard is ngalena. Even players here want to play at that standard. If you ain't trying to achieve that standard, especially in sports, because sports is not like music where you're creating. The music you're creating, you wanna do what people from where you come from listen to what they like, so they can relate. In sports, there's an international standard, Kono Messi. Leon, like
the brain.
So sports, swimming, whatever it is, Phelps, Natal, whatever. There's an international standard. It's not separated with a South Africa, I mean, or whatever. So for soccer, you wanna watch the best, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. So, in the Premiership, we've established that you follow international football, ne? So, in the Premiership, you team we support.
Man, since day one, I can't do fake stuff. I can't do fake stuff, so I can't say I support a team. Fake love.
Where's Tiny? Oh, he's sitting there at the back. So you're not a Man City supporter, are you?
No.
You really don't do fake stuff.
That was a cold one. Nah, definitely don't do the Man City stuff.
Okay, you better not be a Tottenham supporter.
No. When we Wolverhampton. No,
I'd buy into that.
But Leshani Premier League, I don't want to support into enga support. Just to say ngipapa noma ngikhosi. Like Ishandi sangibuki, so I'm not gonna say I support it. Even in the music, bro, you can't be writing fake lines and all of that. It has to feel right, bro. So can't be, so support Chelsea kahle. Ngangkeleza nase Chelsea scale. Izintwana so
no, fun.
Funny boy, funny.
Tell me what was happening at Chelsea before Roman Abramovich.
I must tell you.
Yeah.
I know everything about Chelsea, bro.
What was happening? Tell me.
Hasselbank was happening, boy. Hasselbank was happening.
Yeah. Give me 5 marquee players in the eras before Abramovich at Chelsea.
Dennis Wise, Gus Poyet, Jimmy Floyd, Hasselbank.
You probably Google all that shit.
Google and remember. I can't even remember my lyrics on stage. Hey, I hate that stuff because I got no time to rehearse, bro.
Yeah.
I'm driving, getting the whole day, and then make on show like on Friday night.
Yeah.
I'm not to rehearse. So it's all within Bambi Tex. I don't drive full time anymore.
Yeah.
So I stopped there like 2017.
But how is it though driving full time? Like me, I mean, live of a taxi driver.
Sure, full time.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
What's the day looking like?
Ideally, ufisi moto that stays with you. Yeah, well, if you can get a taxi that stays with you, that's the best. Because in the morning, if you picking people up at 5, what time do you have to be at the car? Yeah, well, and you gotta travel to the car. Yeah, well, so that's the hardest part because most of the time it's only motor similars. And then I have to go in Mlazi to pick the car up and drop it off late. I almost got late to your show as well.
Because
podcast.
Because you had to go drop off a car.
In Mlazi, then I come back. Yeah, so that's the only swag thing about doing it full time if the car doesn't stay with you. Yeah, so if you got the car, it's cool. Ngabashayo 5, you work late, take a malo to clean and yeah. So you can do stuff like that. But hey, it's not a nice full-time job, man.
You know, I've always wondered, I don't know, but I've seen.
Sure.
Because I've spent like some time at taxi rank.
Yeah. Which is where?
In Mut.
Yeah.
I know like there's a certain system in place as to I mean a rank ukuthi uba ulayishayo manje and low ulayisha emva kwalo and there's a reasoning behind that system ne? So everyone abides by it.
Yeah.
But like eThekwini, it's certain taxis like it takes us away Montle as a right down.
Yeah.
I am a rank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think because you might be thinking or point.
No. I mean like I've taken a taxi from Mlazen.
Yeah.
And that taxi is gonna pick up people, drop off people along the way and pick up people.
Sure.
I rank.
Sure. Kya rank Montclair.
Yeah, rank.
Yeah.
You go you rank you 30 load.
Kone yellow park, kone se Montclair, kone se Woodlands, kone se Pick and Pay Mall.
Yeah.
And only those cars that are working in that area can pick up in those specific areas until after 2:00. Once it show 2, then any car can pick up anywhere.
Oh, that's when what I saw happen.
Yeah,
happened.
even Nemlas if it was in certain areas. Mr. Shai Skati rank isiphelele, then usungalaisha no mige.
Okay, so then after that it just depends on how many rounds can you do?
Yeah. Then it's on how smart you are.
Oh, that's when when we going this way, suddenly there's a car that's going this way.
That's where the white people start complaining. So this is we don't even care what you're thinking. When you say you're shouting in your car thinking we care. I'm just thinking about my next move.
But like that's the thing I always tell people is like taxi drivers, when you busy hollering about their driving, they are doing the actual driving.
Yeah.
Because when you focused on them, they focus on driving.
Yeah. The biggest thing we look at abantu abahamba emgaqweni with a small cars as nama visits. Like this is my office.
You at work.
This is my office. Yeah.
Actually, I understand.
Yeah,
if you were to come to where I work, I could be like up and down. And you're gonna be like, ew, this is crazy.
Yeah, when I feel uhlale phansi and take what I gave you.
So, I mean, obviously that shows that you guys know the road more than most people because that's where you spend most of your time. Like you say, that's your office.
We know the road with our eyes closed, man. We won't crash into you until you do some panicky, stupid stuff. Yeah. Then the mistake's gonna happen between both of us. But like, we do this. There's so much at stake. No one wants to crash Imoto, you're big boss. Like, that's not my intention. Trust me. As rough as a taxi driver may drive, ngeke shayise. Because he knows what happens. You don't want to do
when you get to the boss.
Yeah. So there's never even a small intention of doing that, and that won't happen.
So tell me, the taxi industry, taxi industry here in South Africa is synonymous with violence, and altercations. I'm not now gonna make you speak about shit that you don't know. I'm speaking about you. Have you or experienced any such encounters while you at work? I mean, or you get crossed with boss boss. Or maybe you have your own beef like with another driver.
I think where I work, because I've worked 2 different associations like when ngasebenza Durban line ukumngeni kancane kodwa like 3-4 months ngasebenza khona, and then I was driving imoto yase Montclair. That was the first taxi I drove. It was the owner yase Montclair that has itekisi Durban line kodwa. So I drove that kancane, then I came to Montclair, so I've just been driving Montclair full time. That's the most I've been driving, and like the way it's set up, inside and outside, so it's a system fluid for moto kancane, but it's not good for passenger because they wait like 45 minutes sometimes just to sell the tax. But what I'm saying is I've been working in Montclair and it's fluid, so owners don't really get at each other. There's nothing to fight for, and you're only allowed 4 cars.
Per owner.
Yeah, per owner.
Okay.
I think 1 or 2 owners got more than 4 cars, but they chairman and whatever. Yeah, well, so
or some owners have more than
yeah.
2 cars.
Yeah, so like owners don't really get at it. Bars one. Well, what you'd be the fights that I've come across, whatever the violence, taxi violence is the rank protecting me or rank being with me, going to sort something out, whatever. One time my friend's tattoo stuff got stolen, him and his equipment. Yeah, well, and he's like, hey, ila piano, whatever. And then we went and got this. So
okay. So the only time you've been involved in any altercation is because of you just needed the backup support, of the brotherhood that's present.
It's never been bar against bar. Where I'm from, obviously there is a situation anjalo kwezinye indawo, and the way that ama roots esebenza ngayo, that luckily i-route yaseMontclair doesn't clash too much namanye ama-routes, so there's nothing to fight for. Yabo. It's usually coming from that because ayibo njalo misidlula lana nabo badlula lana yabo.
Oh, that's how the problem starts.
Yeah, that's how the problem starts. Ukuthi sifuna abantu abafanayo and you're not from the association. Nina mina ngabe niphuma ngo-freeway yabo.
So now how did you I start telling you which route to take.
Then that's where the violence, but in Montclair it doesn't work like that. So it's a dope place to actually drive a taxi.
So merely when people say there's taxi violence, I understand that it's violence when it spreads on to affect other people who are not involved in the taxi business. But more or less when it's just between taxi people in the taxi industry, it's just nothing more than a business squabble or a business disagreement.
Ukuthelani la ngilayisha khona.
Then after that, it just depends on the people involved how they resolve it. So.
I've been in too many arguments with all of the sevens, and now when we sit at text in the one and it's cool. The thing is you gotta show that I'm not someone you can push over. That's just the main thing. Like you just every day you're fighting to maintain that, not physically fighting, but just fighting to maintain ukuthi mawunenkinga noSkhindi, it's not going to be easy to just do this and that. Umuntu ecabangele, at least be creative, mozazama ukudlala ngami. Because khona abantu abayiphepha dog vele uthi qaqaqa. Hey, fuck off and iyaphela leyo nto. The person goes away. So you gotta be someone who can like hold your shit up together. And plus nginika ke mina. Nginika ngisebenza abantu base hostela. Hlale wema umunye yabona all types of places, bro. So like it was important for me, especially ngisaqala ukuthi nje nah, you can't play like that and umsebenzi ngiyawushaya.
So what would you say what would you say you've learned from being somebody who functions within the taxi industry?
It's great, man. That nasty, that dirty, that I don't know how to explain it. But when in my music career, when it comes to that, the times when it gets dirty and when the times where people break, I feel like that's when I'm gonna shine the most, because there's no more breaking that'll beat the breaking that I've been through. Just getting to where I am right now, I broke, not financially, but just a lot of breaking mentally, just breaking.
So you mean to say, like what you were explaining earlier, constantly you being tested by...
It sounds good, man, you podcast. But when you live out those months of the tests and all of that, you learn to... There's no meeting with no businessman or owner that can scare me now. I've been like taxi owners taking my money and then they give it back to me because I fought for it with principle. Fought for it with principle and hey, you can't do that because kunje kanje.
And reasoning. Principle and reasoning.
Ayikho right le bazothina abanye kunje kanje. So I just think that's the type of person I am. That's why I just think like inkinga the games and music, the people, the problems that they have, I don't think those are problems, man. I don't think dealing with Oshaga is a problem. So
now, enough about the taxes. Let's get into the music. So you're a rapper?
Yes.
How long have you been rapping?
I've been my first time having a studio was this year. Yeah, stayed with my producer, Simz, the best hip hop producer in the city. Simz, shout out. Yeah, but like I've been rapping for like 4 years. I've been rapping for 4 years, but like this year was my first time having a studio. Yeah.
So you only have the single that you have out officially?
Out. Yeah. No, I got a track called Young O that I done last year, and I got a couple bands. Yeah, but
which by the way, people can go watch the video. It's on YouTube.
YouTube, that's the hardest shit in Durban right now, man.
Where they gonna find it?
Skhindi, YouTube, Skhindi couple bands. Skhindi, there's only one Skhindi on YouTube. Just type that.
Yeah, man.
It's me, my boys, Kinsabe Suits. Competition, yeah. Competition. Yeah.
Namesake. Okay. So
yeah, but I got a lot of music, bro. I got so much music because like it was my first time I used to write on download beats, man.
Okay.
I remember
so
when I used to start. I never had recording sessions and all of that. But I knew that the Shandi Shaya with my boy Utino. Like I started rapping with Utino. Many people know him from that Smack video. You know, Smack. No, Rasta. You ain't seen that.
I've never seen that.
When there's cars crashing behind the dude and he tunes a Smack. Yeah, but that's a man.
I need to see that. I need to
that
see
shit went viral. It had like 500,000 views.
You lying?
Yeah.
I need to see that video.
Yeah, so like so Utino, we started that shit with him, and then we used to download beats and write them
and rap over those beats.
But then we had never recorded. We had only recorded like 8 songs when I met Audio Simz, the producer. Yeah. So we were super raw, and Mchita still saw that there's a shit that we pushing to Sulsapeshe.
Yeah, okay. What's up with
that? I saw you. I heard you on another podcast. To kind of go friend of
No, I don't have a problem with that. That's good. That's before. I don't have. So anyone who thinks I had a problem, I don't have a problem with that. All I'm saying is I acknowledge that our language is diluted, and there's nothing we can. That's how we talk. But that does not mean we should not try and get our own languages correct.
Yeah, for sure.
So just let's get our language correct and carry on talking the way that we're talking. Yeah. It's fine. There's nothing wrong. Says one, as long as I understand that. As long as it's fine. No matter every second word, kama, foreign.
Sure.
That's life.
But then you know what? I think because you coming from Engutu and maybe being the person that you are, the personality that you have, it seems right. Yeah, Leon. Me, like I said, coming from 14 different places in Durban, like I want to say Ikse and Lighty while English is Zulu. I want to do that. And thing. So even when we rapping, say Shang is Sulsapeshe, so we call it this Sulsapeshe because it's not less Zulu. It's Osfunayo, and it's lento ngayifuni ngempela because that's where our country is going to. More black people are having more finances to put in through equally grand. Hip hop is penetrating the country. And you can't
on this podcast I speak in English.
Yeah, but Leon, why do you speak in English?
It's because of the place I live in.
Yeah, but Leon, it's influenced. So you obviously maybe you've been influenced by wanting to do Ishandisi properly. Yeah, but Leon, so that's what will influence you. I mean, I'm just thinking like to myself, how can I just talk and make this sentence easier without doing no? Just just get it out as easy as possible. So even in the music, we've been doing that, working on Isul Sapeshe, just away from that. It's a triple man. It's a new age. You got triple man, So that's the new wave right now.
I mean, listen, you can rap in Chinese.
Sure.
As long as you get your point across.
Yeah,
exactly. The message is good, and it's well packaged and it's well delivered. I'm good. Especially with music, I cannot complain that much. Which is it's something else I always, as much as I preach for African identity or being African essence and whatever. I acknowledge that music will never conform to my needs. Music is music. It's either you enjoy it or you don't.
Sure.
It's as simple as that.
Sure.
You cannot expect an artist to make a song that you're gonna like.
For you specifically. Yeah.
Nah.
You will have artists that do make songs that
exactly. You just need to find them.
You just need to find them.
Exactly. And speaking about finding you, so your music is available on which platforms?
Yeah. So right now what I do is, I was just telling this other one time that because like my life is so full on, it's taxi, 12 hours, music, I'm on your 4 hours, then get like 3-4 hours of sleeping for extend, go 5 in your landing mode. Because it's like that, I really don't have time to be out there, go Instagram and what. Yeah. So those things, I have on my platform Skhindi NT, on all of my stuff was Skhindi NT. And then like that grows naturally, however it's gonna grow. But I feel like what I push is, I got the posters in taxis going around constantly. I load ingoma on drivers' USBs. Sure. I load my tracks on them. And I just feel like that's bigger than what any DJ can do for me right now. Like obviously you want that prestige. You could see so-and-so's been playing my track. I heard my song on radio. But like having Orephayo 26 play ingoma zami 5 a day, that's way more than, because you got 15 people locked into a motor for an hour, which they forced to listen to Leshandis, and they're not wandering up and down, sipping a drink or whatever. Like,
you more or less have full attention.
You know, you have the full attention. Like the rank is it's a big but a small place, and the passengers know us as the drivers.
Yeah.
So
I always wonder about the taxi business.
Yeah.
While I'm wondering, I see a lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
Like for instance, what you're saying now, you giving out your music to other taxi drivers to play it so that people can hear it. I'm thinking, why don't you even go a step further, and on the drivers that have screens, have them play your music videos.
Yeah.
Or
there are no more screens, Baba. Yeah. No one has screens no more.
No, they don't have screens in the taxis.
Maybe in Chatsworth, maybe.
Is that a no or
it's a no beneficial shandies which the owners have scrapped.
Okay, you mean
there's no more screens now. I haven't seen a taxi with a screen in a while, actually.
Why, bro? That's a good marketing tool. That's like,
listen,
bro, like Abu, njengamanje, technology is taking over.
Sure.
Everything is happening online. Imagine it takes enama screens where someone can advertise, so to say. If abantu behleli lapha belibe babuka advert, buka i-podcast, subscribe to this podcast, dlala clip encane lapha.
Even udlale
you can charge me to do that onto a taxi. In esikhathini samanje, you can use a taxi as a billboard, so to say.
Yeah,
and it's a moving billboard.
Yeah.
My stickers, when like I get pissed off when uboni he takes he brandiwe I'm like, yes, mlungu. And yeah, I am. I'm a black nigga.
Yeah.
If I could put branding in 10 different taxis, that could do other things. Hey,
don't give me my branding secrets.
So you are a guy that's in the taxi business.
Yeah.
That's something that you can take advantage
that shit.
of.
Yeah, I like that shit, bro. You're a smart nigga.
That's something you can take advantage of. And even with this, let's say when on a taxi, in a screen, you could play this podcast where there's you talking.
Yeah.
And the very taxi that you drive.
You can, it's unlimited. It's unlimited because I think I've thought about Leo Shandi's before, but it's in the way that you put it the first time. Like you get brands to do that shit. That's dope. Like, if they actually paying for it, because I think what owners are running away from is the cost. If you having
doing it,
yeah. So if you have someone actually paying to do this and paying for it,
listen, I'll share the bantu baget. Nah, okay. When a night task when uzowenza uthi ama-owner abukele podcast ne
sure
bese mina ngithi nayi idea abantu bakithi ne nali business niyalenza litswempo le-grand ne ama-taxi lawa onayo you can use them for more than just transporting people. You can make imali more than le mali oyicharger thina umphakathi ukuthi sigibele etaxini. How do you do that is the question that you're probably asking yourself. Tata taxi and offer it to businesses to advertise. You understand?
Yeah.
And the businesses that you're going to target local businesses. Find a local thriving business. If ngingayadini athi yadi na amateksi am awu-10 arenkela la I'm offering you to brand my taxis. I'll charge you X amount to do that. You do the branding yourself.
Sure.
And we keep that branding on for 3 months.
Yeah.
That's free advertising. Are we celanga?
Yeah.
You don't need to go get an approval from so and so.
Yeah.
A company car is a company car. And since you're running a taxi business, that's a company.
Mm-hmm.
That's an idea right there.
It's been dope. You shouldn't be exploiting this idea. You need to stop telling.
This is an idea that, I mean, we should be benefiting from. Before, or even if you month, that's a lot of money. There's a lot of in advertising. And the taxi business.
You see, the thing is, people are not aware of how powerful that amount of eyes, like 1,500 people take a taxi every day in the same place. You feel me? In the same place. They gibela kuma rank afana eMontclair and they gibela in the same rank as Tewin.
How many people do you see frequently a week?
I see different people every day. There's like 100 people that you'll always see because by 7 to say bars, but the rest of the people every day.
Imagine. Lababantu abafika every day and they hear music more than the texting, babone video every single day.
Hey, it's crazy, man.
By the end of the month, it showcase the labo bantu bazobe beyazi leyo nto ufuna bayazi ngaleyo advertising ngade sukuyenza.
Yeah.
So when in future are you still gonna be in the taxi business? Have you seen yourself functioning as a rapper within the taxi business?
Once I blow up, I'm gone. I'm joking. Exactly what we're talking about now. And I think what we're seeing even all over the country, how Isbay is blowing up and everybody has Tombe Sabo, with a business suit behind the Quantum, in front of the Quantum, like whatever, all these series coming through with the Quantum and what we've been talking about right now, I would say, like how many different people are seeing Leshandis at one time. That how can I leave Leon to like, I saw this 5 years ago. Leon, I saw this 5 years ago, my man.
And the beauty of it now, you know, people in there know you.
Yeah. Because I used to drive with Abasha around, and I was just like, no, man, this doesn't make sense. Because at first, I won't lie, it was Tolamateke anymore. Because Abasha, you driving as a school around, I don't want that, man. Yeah. So, one side. So I started writing, started rapping. I wanted to say, nah, man, there's no better marketing than this. There is no better marketing than taxi, and The only thing is that amanye amarenke awakangazi, yabo, and that's just a matter of time. Yabo, abakangazi. So if all 4 or 5 ranks all over Tegwini can do what Montclair rank is doing, it's done. I have a different audience, a totally different come up and kamapang and begging for shows and begging for bookings and kamapang, whatever. I got my people, and a solid concrete audience in South Africa is major, bro. It's important.
I mean, you're a rapper with no deal, but you're already getting gigs.
Yeah. Off. Usizo labantu abaningi. Shout out to Celestial Mike, DJ Wobbly, Dando. They, like, a lot of people are helping me behind the scenes that I don't know about. About, they believe in my stuff. With 2 songs out, like, I feel like I feel like my career is progressing a lot behind the scenes, man, without having music out, and that's just a blessing, bro. That Konabantu with like 5 mixtapes, 4 mixtapes, umchitu says keepers wakhathala,
it's tough,
and they still like begging for shows, bro. Yeah. I don't ever wanna see my career like angibone as that artist as a keep 3 banbani, 4 banbani before. Like, it has to be now. Like, this is it. This is it, bro. Like 5 tracks, video, tape, I'm out. The blow up has to feel right, man. I'm not trying to make it like a long relationship. When relationship is don't say cool. You don't want to have a long relationship with the come up. I've seen a lot of people that I work with that have been on the come up for a long time. They're running in circles.
What do you think keeps people on the come up?
They're not realistic, man. They're not realistic. All over are running away. Like, we used to talk about this with my producer that, like, Abantu all over they're using rap as the scapegoats. Like, impilo, you will see, aibo, milling for extending yourself, and like milling for extending your panda to make something happen for my life. Milling your panda, manje as a rapper, iliwe, you would say. Rapper.
It's like, when's that nine?
That's why I couldn't Leo and Tonje about saying rap and before you've made it, because there's a lot of people that have just ruined the name.
The name rap.
It's not a proud thing to be. Usashizile. Kungona mesusubonakala yabo siyajaga, but usashizile is not a nice thing to be rapper. Like, to say, taking it. What do you think I get rapper? What else? I actually text. But what the fuck? So you keep it.
So wait, do you? So what do you? How is it for you? Like, when you meet women?
Yeah.
Do you have a problem with telling them that you?
Yeah, not anymore. Now I'm lit now. I got confidence now. Before like Pella, the thing is, I had no songs out.
Yeah.
So I had no one who tell me that I'm dope. So that was the biggest.
It's something that you knew.
Only I knew, but I wasn't sure. So that was the game changer. As soon as people told me that I'm dope, that was the game changer for me. Like, like, okay, yes, let me just. So now, even like now, like, I'm from Sebanga, so I don't, I'm not gonna run and chase you.
And I mean, you know what I like about you as a brand, Skhindi.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'll show you why I say we have to identify as African.
Yeah.
You are a rapper who goes by the name of Skhindi. You feel me?
Sure.
That's African.
Yeah.
So I'm there.
Yeah.
And not only that, but what you rapping about is your life.
Yeah.
As a rapper who's a taxi driver.
Yeah.
How South African does it get? How much more South African or African do you want it to be?
Yeah, well, Leon.
That's real. That's authentic. I fucks with that.
Yeah.
And that's something that the world is ready for. If someone says, I'm not saying there's something wrong with other rappers who do not identify with how you identify. I'm not saying it's wrong.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyone else who's rapping, if you're rapping in English, Afrikaans, whatever, any other language other than the South African indigenous languages, it's fine. Or you don't subscribe to that, even your name doesn't subscribe to that, it's fine. There's nothing. Vele, I believe that as much as Kendrick Lamar is great, it would be nice to have a South African who maybe perhaps sounds like Kendrick Lamar.
Not sounds, but is on the same tip, yeah.
Yeah, not even, maybe sounds is the wrong word to use. But like
our own.
Yeah, I'm willing to embrace them.
Yeah.
You understand? But in this context where we're talking about you, it's real. There's a lot of people who can relate to you here.
Yeah.
And I believe that when you take your craft outside of the country, definitely people can adhere to that because it's something different. Because like you said, you've been influenced by all these different places that you've been to.
Yeah.
And now you've packaged that and you're presenting it as Skhindi. And that's what people get when they get your content or they get your music.
Yeah.
So it's no gimmick that it's good. You know, because it's good even when we analyze it on the basic side of it, other than the audibility.
Yeah.
What indlela esizwa ngayo.
Sure. So just what surrounds the music.
The theory, yes.
Exactly. It's because that's what it is, doggy. It's a theme, bro. And like going that what you were asking, why do people stay on the come up or whatever? Because they're not theming themselves. You can't go music for music with Abantu.
You can't do what other people are doing.
You cannot take me on music for music. Like what are you gonna do to break or to top lo munyu rapper? Like you know, people are trying to go music for music. I was up all night recording. I was up all night. That's all they care about, being up all night recording, man. That's not work. That is holidays. Recording a song the whole night is a holiday. Like,
so how many songs can you lay down? And okay, how long? I made 112 songs this year. I recorded 112 songs that like maybe 30 are not complete, and that's editing, changing lines, but about 100 and this is songs. With Audio
Simz made like 327 beats. He made like 300.
He was like
he titles his beats as number 1, 2, 3. He doesn't have he makes too many beats to have names for it. So it's number 1.
He just hits you with a list with numbers.
Yeah, I think he was on number 320 something. No, he doesn't hit me like, because people after a while people started coming to us because Audio Simz had made moves and waves around as a dope producer in the city. He was working with dope artists and all so people already knew him. So when I told him to come stay with me, and then we set up studio, and then it was the people that he knew came to work with us. So that was dope because now I got to do features.
Oh, shit.
I got to do all of these dope features with one that I would have never got to do features with.
Because they come in to work with him.
Yeah. Leon.
But now they don't know who Simz, who Pete.
Leon.
Pete Skhindi, like.
I just think this whole thing, man, it's a chess game, bro. You gotta play your cards right, because that's not an accident. That's something I knew that would happen. I knew that if I do it this way, it's a masha. Cause same as the taxis. I knew that what we spoke about taxis more than we spoke about music because I knew that people want what's around. They don't want what's direct. They want what's around. So for me to give people what's around, and that's fine, because I'm gonna feed my direct mission. I got my direct mission, and whatever people think with whatever I'm presenting to them is whatever they think, man.
Man. You know, listen, I like relating. You know, when an artist makes a relation in the lyrics, like I mean, I think Gui Lokuzan in your track, there's somewhere where you mentioned Montle. Like I was like when I was watching our that's the first time I heard your song actually when I was watching the video. And dope video. By the way, we'll get into that later. When I was watching, I was like, oh, and then like 2-3 lines in, like somewhere you mentioned Montclair. I'm like, shit, don't you do all that?
Pesa Montclair, they know it's a fact on all the roads. My mind is a map.
Shit. Damn. Yeah, and I was like, yo. And then I went, the concept, bro, of that video.
Yeah.
And that got me thinking. I was like, because at first I saw Quantum. I was like, okay. I didn't understand. Like, okay, why Quantum? But then the video went on, and somewhere in your lines you mentioned, like, you know, you bring shine to your rank or some shit.
Showcase.
Like I don't know. You do say
something like that. Yeah.
And I was like, okay, now I get why the video is at the rank.
Sure. Ranks at the bank.
But when Kay told me that, oh, you were a taxi driver, I was
like, interesting.
That nigga is smart. Yeah. That's very creative what you did. I mean, because one, you've shown people that it doesn't matter where you come from, what you're doing. What matters is where you're going.
Yeah, bro. For sure.
Because you've embraced. I know many rappers who could be a rank and don't want to talk about that shit. Yeah. Or be like, yo, I'm not that guy. Yeah. I'm this guy. And I applaud you for doing that.
Shout out.
And actually, branding that lifestyle and packaging and presenting with, yo, you can be in this space and still be somebody who does this.
Yeah.
Which is something that I feel like most people, even people who could be in a come up, people that are stuck in a come up, like you were saying, they stuck there because that's an escape for them to say I'm a rapper. Instead of facing up to life and taking what life offering you. If you have to be a rank or take the jobs that society considers as not so nice jobs, you know, and actually go there. You don't know what you might get out of it, because look at you now, you have content which you were never going to get from anyone to rap about.
True. It's 90% of my music is that now.
I guess that's how you get to those 100 and something songs, because you, my man, on a daily basis you interact with how many people?
Man, it's too many. Too many, I think, because 15 people a load, 4 loads, both sides, 15, 30, 60, maybe 150 people in my taxi every day.
Imagine.
And then maybe like 200 people at the rank when I'm not
driving.
When I'm not lie-sharing. I know those words piss you off.
It's fine. Listen, it's fine. We can talk like that because obviously,
yeah. So you see that amount of people, man. It's a crazy amount of word to mouth. Like, it's crazy how many people can find out.
Yeah. So within that, you mentioned that you scored features. Because of the setup that you now have. Can you mention any within those 100 and what that tracks that you've just mentioned that you've made?
Yeah, my features. Yeah. So it's not more than features. These are actually tapes with these people, because we've made so many songs together with them now. By this point, like, because I think I got like, there's a guy called Trap Boy Inc. I'm sure a lot of people know him from town. He does tattoos.
Yeah, I know. And I've seen him.
He's extremely dope. Extremely dope. So I think I got like whole tape with Trap Boy. We got like over 20 songs with Trap Boy.
Okay.
I got like
Shout out to that.
I got like over 10 songs, 15 songs with Celestial Mike, who I think is one of the best. Yeah, who I think is one of the best in the country. Of course, being Durban in the country, I think technically, when it comes to rapper, the technique and doing different things, they can't touch Celestial Mike. That's my boy. Shout out to the
I mean, even his name says that. How do you come up with that? Celestial Mike?
Goes in.
Sounds like it's something you're gonna sit and think about. You don't just wake up and be like, yo, I'm Celestial Mike.
Oh, it's deep. We're pushing Celestial.
It's like, yo. And even when you hear that word celestial, it's like, yo, should I need to Google or check the dictionary?
I still don't know what it means. I
have an idea what it means, but like, yo, I'm not gonna explain it yet. But yeah, maybe I can go one better. We'll try and get him to come and explain.
Yeah. And then but the biggest one is my boy Dando. I went to school with him. We used to play soccer together in school, so that's my super close friend, man. I work hard with that boy. So every day, I think most of my music is done with Dando. Yeah, he's like my partner in his Sulsapeshe. Yeah, the way we pushing. Yeah, yeah.
He's the partner in crime.
Yeah, Lamontville
showcase. So what can we expect now? I mean, you have 100 and something tapes with so many artists, other artists. So I mean, it's okay, fine. So called Kunyaga manje. 2020, bro.
Yeah.
So what can we expect from Skhindi?
Yeah. So 2020, even 2020 says switch away fully tafula la pereng.
Oh.
Okay. Say switch. Straight tafula. We're going even to the deepest of places, the places where they're really hiding from, the things they really don't want to do. So just it goes back. People all over used to sell it out the back of the trunks, bro. Go America, when they first started, before the social media shandies and all of that. And like I was telling you, bro, like that ain't my strong points. Until I get some pretty girls to do the social media for me, I'm gonna keep working a rank. Like I'm gonna work what I have in front of me, man.
Yeah.
Well, it's building up, and it's slowly coming together, man. So I'm gonna keep working that. So for the last years, I'm gonna have the whole Skhindi merge, have the different taxi merge going on. I'm gonna have my tapes, hardcovers going on, all of these different ones that I'm talking about with these artists, different tapes, hardcovers to buy, everything. I'm fully pushing it hard, and it's going to be right in front of the taxi.
We'll take care of the digital side. Yeah. I mean, that's why we have you here.
I feel you. So shut up.
At least they go Insta, corner bazokubona. Corner go Insta, go tweet.
At least.
Yeah, well, it's okay. We know Skhindi showcase the album Pumile and
for sure.
Tape Pumile, and this is how they can get it.
Yeah, for sure, man.
But like, do you have any desires to spread your music more?
Yes. That's the main goal. The main goal is to be all over the country, man. The main goal is to work with the best people in the game. So I just understand, and I'm just realistic with what I have, man. I'm realistic with what my strong points is, and I'm realistic with what's gonna work for me. So right now, what's not gonna work for me is spending my money in clubs for my gigs where people will forget me, which is what I really want to do as well. I really do want to go perform in my club, but I also want to come with my own crowd. I don't want to be that guy the whole time, man.
And then everyone is just standing in.
Yeah, man. Man, there's a respect factor, man. I respect some promoter for putting on my shows and all of that. I want to pull my weight and do my end of the bargain. Bring in at least 20, 30 people from Montclair that I know. Sfing a quantum or two, so Montclair. This is a club, performance Skhindi, so that's just the stuff I'm on, man. Going with Aban Bami to the performances, having a motto, perform, at least bring a smaller audience to the thing, man. So yeah, bro. So I do want to expand. I want to do all of that stuff. I want to go into all of the schools. I want to go to Jersey. I want to do my thing, man. That's for sure.
Wow. And do you have, is your music on radio? Do you have any song?
Nope, my music is on YouTube and on SoundCloud only.
Shut up, man. You can find this music on SoundCloud, as he said.
Skhindi ND. Skhindi ND everywhere, Baba.
Oh, everywhere?
Everywhere, we can go Skhindi ND.
SoundCloud, Instagram.
Yeah.
Wherever.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Yeah.
And I got all of them.
And bookings?
Bookings, yeah. Everything you'll find on my social medias as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, that's all we have time for.
Yeah, for sure. Man.
Thanks for coming through, bro.
I appreciate, man.
I appreciate you, bro.
Showcase, bro.
And keep hitting us with that. I don't know what do you call your music?
Yeah, it's Sulsapeshe.
It's Sulsapeshe.
It's Sulsapeshe.
You heard it here first, ne? So no one's gonna go around Ushaya. Yeah, so if anyone asks what type of a rapper is Skhindi,
yeah,
you telling them now that Ushaya is Sulsapeshe.
It's Sulsapeshe. That it is what it is now. So it's just niggas ikama. You'll be doing it. We just gave you.
I mean, I like this, bro. Innovation.
Yeah.
Innovation. So you're telling us this is a new direction now that you're taking South African hip hop to.
Yeah.
It's Sulsapeshe.
It's Sulsapeshe.
Wow, man. I'm down with that. Thanks to Skhindi for coming through to the podcast. And shout out to Tiny, shout out to K, wherever you're sleeping. Oh, he's up. By the way, K, if it wasn't for K, Skhindi wouldn't be sitting here.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to K, man.
You can check out his episode. It's also available somewhere within this channel. Thank you for tuning in. You can follow me on Instagram at general_engineer, on Twitter at general_engineer. You can follow my boy Tiny Films _ K. I need to learn your Instagram handle because I forget. Oh, shout out to my little sister Obacha. She's picking up her hand like, yo, don't forget me. I got you. Otherwise, it's been real. Catch us next time. Peace.
Mashile.